The B-1B Lancer is one of the most remarkable and versatile bombers in the history of the United States Air Force, a machine that combines speed, power, and endurance in a way that few other aircraft have managed. Designed during the Cold War, the B-1 program was born out of a need to replace the aging fleet of B-52 Stratofortress bombers with something faster, more survivable, and capable of delivering both nuclear and conventional weapons deep inside enemy territory. The development of this bomber was not a straightforward process, as political debates, technological hurdles, and shifting military priorities shaped its evolution over several decades. The origins of the B-1 can be traced back to the 1960s when the United States sought a supersonic long-range bomber capable of penetrating Soviet air defenses. At that time, the B-52 was reliable but relatively slow and vulnerable to increasingly sophisticated surface-to-air missiles. The first attempt led to the North American XB-70 Valkyrie, a Mach 3 strategic bomber, but it was eventually cancelled due to extreme costs and doubts about survivability. The lessons learned from that cancellation influenced the B-1 program. In 1970, the Air Force initiated the B-1 project to strike a balance between speed, payload, and survivability. The B-1A prototype first flew in 1974, featuring variable sweep wings, after-burning engines, and the ability to reach Mach 2 at high altitude. However, political winds shifted, and in 1977 President Jimmy Carter canceled the B-1A, citing the development of cruise missiles and stealth bombers as more cost-effective options. The program was resurrected in the early 1980s by President Ronald Reagan, who emphasized the need for a modern bomber to counter the Soviet Union. The result was the B-1B Lancer, a modified version of the original design. The B-1B was slower than the B-1A, limited to around Mach 1.25, but it was optimized for low-level penetration, flying close to the ground at high subsonic speeds to evade radar detection. It also featured significant structural strengthening, improved radar-absorbing materials, and an expanded payload capacity. This bomber entered service in 1986 and immediately became a key component of America's nuclear triad, capable of carrying both nuclear gravity bombs and cruise missiles. One of the B-1B's defining features is its variable sweep wing, which allows the wings to be swept forward during takeoff and landing for greater lift, and swept backward in flight for high-speed performance. This flexibility gives the bomber remarkable agility for its size, as it is a massive aircraft with a wingspan of 137 feet when fully extended and a maximum takeoff weight of over 477,000 pounds. Powered by four General Electric F101 D102 turbofan engines, it produces a combined thrust of 120,000 pounds, allowing it to fly at high speeds and altitudes or hug the terrain at low levels. Its combat range extends beyond 6,000 miles without refueling, and aerial refueling capabilities further extend its operational reach, making it a truly global strike platform. In terms of payload, the B-1B is one of the heaviest bombers ever built. It can carry up to 75,000 pounds of ordnance, more than any other U.S. bomber, including the B-52 or the B-2. The aircraft has three internal bomb bays that can accommodate a variety of weapons, ranging from conventional bombs, cluster munitions, and precision-guided munitions to cruise missiles and even nuclear weapons, though its nuclear capability was eventually deactivated under arms control treaties in the 1990s. Today, it is strictly a conventional bomber, but still one of the most capable in the world. The operational history of the B-1B is equally impressive. Although it was originally designed as a nuclear bomber, its role shifted after the end of the Cold War. With nuclear deterrence becoming less urgent, the B-1B was reconfigured to specialize in conventional warfare. It played a major role in Operation Desert Fox in 1998, when U.S. forces targeted Iraqi military installations. Later, during Operation Allied Force in Kosovo in 1999, the B-1B dropped more than 20% of all bombs used by NATO forces. In the War on Terror, it became a workhorse. In Afghanistan and Iraq, B-1Bs provided close air support to ground forces, often loitering over the battlefield for hours thanks to its long endurance and then delivering precision strikes with JDAMs and other modern weapons. One of the reasons for its success in modern conflicts has been continuous upgrades. The B-1B has undergone significant modernization programs to keep it relevant. Advanced avionics, radar upgrades, satellite communications, and precision strike packages have been integrated over the years. Its defensive systems have also improved, with electronic countermeasures designed to jam or evade enemy radars and missiles. The aircraft's cockpit has been modernized with glass displays and digital interfaces, making it easier for pilots and crew to operate efficiently in complex missions. Despite its strengths, the B-1B has also faced challenges. Its maintenance requirements are high, as a complex variable geometry wing design and aging airframe demand constant attention. The aircraft fleet has seen wear and tear due to heavy operational use over the past 3 decades, particularly in the Middle East where long missions stress the airframes. This has led to high costs and a gradual reduction in the number of active B-1Bs. At its peak, over 100 B-1Bs were in service, but today fewer remain operational as the Air Force shifts resources to next-generation bombers like the B-21 Raider. Nevertheless, the B-1B continues to serve a critical role. Its ability to carry a massive payload of precision-guided munitions and strike targets anywhere in the world makes it an indispensable asset until the B-21 is fully deployed. Unlike the stealthy B-2, which is optimized for penetrating the most heavily defended airspace, the B-1B excels in delivering overwhelming firepower in conflicts where air defenses are less of a concern. Its speed, range, and payload give commanders flexibility to project power rapidly across the globe. In terms of symbolic value, the B-1B Lancer represents a unique era of American military aviation. It embodies the transition from Cold War nuclear strategies to modern conventional warfare. It was designed to fly fast and low into Soviet territory with nuclear bombs, but it became famous for precision strikes against insurgents in the deserts and mountains of the Middle East. Few aircraft have undergone such a dramatic shift in purpose while still remaining effective decades after introduction. Looking to the future, the B-1B is expected to remain in service until at least the 2030s, though in reduced numbers. The arrival of the stealthy B-21 Raider will gradually take over many of its missions. Still, the B-1B's legacy is secure as a bomber that combines speed, range, and payload in a way